Hi everyone. I am going to show you the journal. It's completed, but first I wanted to just show you the ephemera kit of flowers. And I did add some butterflies and dragonflies. Not too many, but you know, I wanted to add something different. So some of these you've seen and others you haven't. There are 10 pages in total. Lots of different colors. There's oranges and reds and pinks and whites and yellows. And I don't think I did purple. Couldn't find a nice one that I liked. I did mirror them, and most of them have 2 different sizes, and they vary size-wise. Like the widest part of that's 1.5, and then it's like maybe 1.25 inches. Something like that, you know, and this one's taller, almost 3 inches, this one, and about 1.5 inches, well, 1.75 inches wide. And that's how they'll vary. This is a little bit bigger, I think. Oh, no, not really. I guess if you went this way, it measures 2.75. And so I did larger pansies. I did change this page a bit. And then I also, I think on the second page here, yeah, see that's the same flower, I just made it bigger. Can you see that? Sorry. I'm looking down, I'm not looking up. And this is a very nice pale yellow one. This one's a little bit more rosy. And then I did find some nice solid yellow ones. I love this one. I think that's my favorite. There's some more. I lightened these ones. They were much darker. And when I covered them in the embossing powder, they went really quite dark, so I lightened them up. And there's the butterflies and dragonflies. So there are 2 different sizes as well. And then there's one more page here. So this I want to change it up a little. I love the teacups, so I did those. I thought they make a cute tuck spot. So if you printed this one out on like a cardstock, you have a nice tuck spot. And again, 2 sizes. Same with these. There's 2 different sizes of these. So they're kind of a corner one, and so are these. You look at it this way. It's like a tulip this way. This can be your corner piece as well. Yeah, so I thought I'd do something different. And they all are fairly easy to cut out. Anyway, they're in the store. Go check them out. And then here's the book. Do I have to widen? I think so. There we go. I left it pretty simple. I really like the way the paper turned out, so I didn't want to, you know, overdo. I did paint a little bit around the edges to give it a little bit of a shine. There is some mixed media glitter here, and then this is mixed with a gold paint, and it's what is it called? Gel gloss medium, sorry. And I mixed it with gold paint. It's a shimmery Prima, I believe. And then it is done with the cross stitching. And then the back, I ran this piece of craft cardstock through an embossing folder. It's a really big one, like really huge. And then I rubbed it a little bit with a light pink and then went over it with the decoupage and did its texture. So anyway, my usual closure. And I got new corners. So I put smaller corners on it just to finish it off. And that's it, hairband closure. Now I did include this, which is cardstock. It's actually an old box that I packaging. And that way you can, if you want to write on, say, this page, you can tuck this under and then you get a nice smooth finish. Whereas if you are trying to write over this hummingbird, you might get lumps. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep you in frame. For some reason, wait a minute. I'm going to move my camera. Hang on. Maybe that'll work better. There we go. Okay, so yellow and pink. This one is called Faded Floral, the digital kit. I used other kits as well, mostly ephemera kits that are in the store. This is also in the store. There are two different styles of And the Story Begins, because I couldn't find the stamp. So, okay, this pulls out, has a little dream there, and then it folds open. Now this little piece here is washi tape that I've included in the cutouts. Some beautiful trim, and I'm not sure, I think Dorothy gave that to me. If it wasn't Dorothy, then I'm not sure who gave it to me. Okay, so this is that Tim Holtz stamp and die set. Does tickets, which I absolutely love. Here's one of the postcards. And doily tracing paper. There's another hummingbird, large tag. Somebody asked me how I did this. This is a Martha Stewart edge punch, and it comes with just slots. And all I did was punch down the side, and then I just wove in the ribbon. Simple. Now this page comes up and down. So this is part of that washi, and I just tore it in half. It's actually double this length. And then this does pull out for a little card. And on this side, we've got a little tuck here. So this was the page I was showing you guys, and I finished it. I did do it as a pocket, and then it opens, and there's a pocket with the two tags there, and you can journal on this. Here's some writing paper. This is from A Passion for Pink. And then I have a note card and a large tag. Here's the glassine bag, and in it is the envelope folded. Now this one, sorry, it's upside down to you. This one is also from A Passion for Pink, I believe. And then this is run through an embossing folder. Now when you do that, if you're working on like a glassine bag or something thin, I put a piece of cardstock in there and then run it through, and that way it won't tear through your tracing or glassine. This flips up. Then we have a really large envelope. Now these were originally from, oh dear, what's the name of her shop? It'll come to me. Anyway, sorry, I guess I've got brain freeze today. It's not coming to me. Denise's store on Etsy. What is it? A Tattered Dream. There you go. I knew it would come to me. Okay, so just some layering here. Tim Holtz ticket. These were also gifted, and I believe these are from Dorothy. Super pretty. It's very much her style. And she'd already inked them up and everything for me, so that was nice. And then a little tiny tag that goes in behind this postcard. And then, actually that tag comes out this way. I've added a little bird. I did pounce a little bit of gold alcohol ink on there. So this comes right off. You can glue it onto a page if you want, but in it, it has a cute little postcard. I keep wanting to do this too. I don't know why. Yeah, so there's a decoupage napkin on here. This was also a gift, and I think those are from Dorothy too, and they're Post-it notes. And all I did was I took my ruler and drew a straight line with the Versamark pen, and then just put embossing powder on that. So just the little bird clips holding him there. And then here's the tag. And I just added a bloom I had sprayed up a little bit. I don't know why it's facing that way, because it really should go in this way. Because that's the thumb hole. So there you go. And then now we're at the center. And in the center envelope are 2 note pages. Here, upside down. Nope, that's right side up. There we go. So a yellow and a pink one. And then this was also in a Happy Mail. Somebody had stitched on there. I'm not sure if it was Dorothy or I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to remember her name. I talk to her all the time, but like I said, brain freeze today. And then this is Blue Fern studio paper. Really pretty. I like that. And this is the Tim Holtz. I just distressed the edges on this one. And not that one. And there's another card or shipping tag. Another hummingbird. This one is actually cut out from part of the paper. Like I said, I keep all my test pages, and you know, you can use them for all kinds of stuff. Here's a tiny little envelope, and in there is the tiniest little note card ever. Like, that is the cutest thing ever, and that was also a gift, and I think it's from Dorothy. And then I put another shipping tag there. Just layered a whole bunch of stuff on this piece of belly band, and this flips up so you can write on that. And there's also a tuck behind it. That's also from Dorothy, I believe. I love it when I can find uses for things that people give me. Okay, so this one just has a little card in it that I backed on graph paper. I don't remember who gave me this. This is long time ago. I had a bunch of images sent to me, so anyway, if you know who you are, thank you very much. And then a bingo card, that's from one of the vintage stuff kits, ephemera kits. And then the pocket with the 2 ephemera pieces, a shipping tag and a postcard. Okay, so on this page I added the teeniest tiny little butterfly ever. That also was in a Happy Mail, that butterfly is the cutest thing. So I did put gold on the edge, and then it flips up, and then this opens, but it also opens this way. Just tucks behind there, and then there's a tuck spot here. Now that's also from vintage stuff. Not sure which kit, there's a few of them. And then on this side I did a couple of the flowers, and it doesn't lift. I had to have something solid up top in order to get like a hinge. Otherwise, what would I attach the hinge to, right? So I figured, well, if I put the graph paper, then you can still journal on that side anyway. Okay, second signature. This flips up. It's got a tiny little envelope, Tim Holtz paper clip, and in it is a couple of memo sheets. And then on this side, this also flips up, and this opens up. Two more tags. And the envelope with a note. It's the note little paper, and it matches the envelope. So. And we've got the hummingbird again. This is also from Passion for Pink. Opens up, and then we've got a little, I don't know, it's just a pretty little spot, but it does flip open so that you can write down here. These tabs, there's a whole bunch of tabs in different colors. This is the only one that actually has words on it, but, oh, there's this too. I think that's actually on the other side, but it doesn't matter. Nope, I just put it in the wrong spot, so yeah, goes in this pocket. And you can write on this too. Okay, the other glassine bag flips up, and it has note paper in it. That's also from Passion for Pink. And this is an envelope and another piece of ephemera, I think from Dorothy. And thank you so much, Dorothy. You sent me such a lovely package all the way from Australia. And then I did another paper clip on this side, the big one, and it has a tag and then this tiny little book page envelope with my business card in there, and on the back of the card I wrote when I made the journal and yeah, that kind of stuff. And another paper clip. I love this one. Pretty. And again, it's the writing paper that's in there. Another tag. And then this one is the petal pocket, which comes with the cards. 2 cards are in there. And you just fold it like a box top. Just like that. And there's also another medium-sized shipping tag in there. Note card, shipping tag, postcard, like that postcard. Then this opens to write on, but it's also a tuck spot behind it. And then on this side, I've done a glassine bag. Now this also was gifted from Dorothy, and it's sheets of vellum. She sent me different vellum sheets. And I don't use a lot of vellum in my books, but it makes it's sticky back, which I thought was cool. So I added it to a glassine bag. And then these little post-it note things, I think they're from her as well. But I put a bookmark in there because, you know, if you're journaling in the book and you know, want to find your spot quick. But I made it so that it's double-sided and you put it over your page. And it's a magnet, so you can have it sticking up, but you won't lose it. And a little flap with a little shipping tag. Opens up so you can write on both sides. I like putting them close to the page, that way you can write on both sides. And then in here is another note card. Turn that over, and this is a magnet, so it opens right up. It has a tuck spot, but you can write on here. Little butterfly. And then the last tuck is here, and this is also from Vintage Stuff, the little butterfly. And the last page, and then on the back, this is a removable notebook, and just did a belly band out of the scrap of craft lightweight cardstock. So that's the book. It's thick, but if you take some of the ephemera out, it's actually tons of room in here. The book would probably be more that shape without the ephemera. So you can remove the ephemera and add photos and stuff if you want. And anyway, that's it. So I will list, well, it'll be in the store right now as you're watching this video. And if I sell it today, then I can't mail it till Tuesday because we're still on holidays with the Easter long weekend, and Canada Post doesn't work on days like that because they're government. Anyway, I hope you like it. I didn't decoupage the front of it. I like the feel of the paper on that. And I like the contrast between the dull and the sparkly. When you see it in person, it's shimmery. So, hope you like it. And I guess I won't be talking to you now for a while. So, have a great 5 weeks. I'll be back. Bye.